All right, so let's take a look at a few more problems. First of all, number 5 that you see on the screen in front of you, it has variables on both sides, but it only has constant on the right side. So we'll take a look at that one for today's lesson. Number 6 also has variables on both sides and constants. You see what I mean? The variables are on number 6, 6n on the left, negative 2n on the right. And then right here, it also has constants. It has positive 21 and negative 3. So it has those on both sides. So we'll use all our steps on this one. We're going to skip over number 7, and we're going to skip over number 8 because those have the distributive property, which is the next lesson. So now that I rearranged my whiteboard, I'm going to do step 1. I move all the variables to one side. See, you have the 13b on the left, you have the b on the right. By the way, what's the coefficient of b if it doesn't have a number in front of it? Anyone know? You can just put it in the chat. What's the coefficient of b? Like what number goes with that b? Or you can say it out loud. Good, Jesus. So I put a 1 right here. So now I have 13b is on the left, 1b on the right, and I'm going to go ahead and add the opposite of positive 1b, which is negative 1b. Okay? You can also call it subtracting 1b. That's fine. I prefer to say it this way because it helps me to know whether I'm supposed to add or subtract. Because I look at this as a positive 13 and a negative 1, which makes 12b. So that was step 1, where you move all the variables to the one side. Next step we're going to do is we're going to move the constants to the other side. Let me write the rest of the problem first, though. Oh, there are no constants on the side with the 12b, so we get to skip that step. Hooray! And then the last step is to divide. So if I divide by 12 here and divide by 12 here, why did I do that? Because 12 divided by 12 is 1. So notice up top I used a 0 because b take away b is 0. That's the identity for addition. If you add that to 27, it just goes away. You can also just use a line and cross it out if that's better for you, okay? Same thing here. I'm just crossing it out, but I mean, you could use however you want to cross it out. But really, I use the number 1 because that's the identity for multiplication, okay? That's like, if you multiply 1 times b, it's just b. So anyway, but basic idea, you crossed it out, and you end up with b equals. Now, unfortunately, it's not an integer, but you can reduce 27 divided by 12, 27 twelfths, I should say, reduced by 3's, and you get 9/4. And that's the preferred algebra answer. You could also do a decimal. You could call it 2.25 if you prefer. Sometimes multiple choice tests don't give you that option though, right? You can also call it 2 1/4 if that's better for you. So there's the first example.